Good afternoon, everybody. I am Vex, and this is my co-host, Mapp.
What's up?
Really?
That's all I got, man.
You're fucking useless. Anyway, today we are going to be reviewing the movie A Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. Mapp, would you like to start, seeing as how you're the one who saw it most recently?
Alright, let me throw this out here. To all those people trying to make all those remakes, alright, this one was good. Stuck with the original story. It wasn't, it wasn't your typical thrasher. I like the whole fact that the guy gets you in your dreams. So with that one, hell yeah, I'll throw that out there. Besides that, that's about it.
What did you think about them taking out Johnny Depp's whole getting sucked into the bed scene?
That sucked, but, I think the biggest thing that people are arguing about right now is why they go with a different Freddy Krueger. I don't know, because the other guy had been playing him for like 20 years. Probably wanted to retire from that shit. And I like who they got on that one.
Well, the reason they chose him was because they needed to. They're talking about remaking another Freddy vs. Jason, and the reason they chose him was because they felt they needed a new start. What do you think about that?
I thought that the first Freddy vs. Jason sucked, and I think that the second one is going to suck.
Well, it's not going to be a second one. It's going to be a remake of the first one.
It doesn't matter. It's going to suck.
How do you figure?
Because we all know how this one's going to play out as well, so...
Oh, whoa. Who do you think won the last one?
I really don't give a shit who won the last one. I mean, that's not how, these are two totally different worlds and they want to bring them together. It's like Alien vs. Predator. We all saw how well that turned out.
Well, Alien vs. Predator was also a book series quite a bit of time before they,
and then Hollywood gets a hold of it, and then they ruin it.
The movies were made separately than the books.
I know.
The books were made quite some time before the movies, along with the original Predator and Alien.
Alright, still though, I'm going to throw this out here. You know how Hollywood fucks up shit. And you know right now that those movies sucked, not because they were based on the books, but because Hollywood thought they might know what the fans want. And I think they were totally wrong.
What the fans want. Well, you know what? With this Freddy movie, I do think they chose what the fans wanted.
I agree.
With the exception of Johnny Depp getting sucked into the bed.
Well, that happens. But they did a pretty good job. The way it started out was pretty nice. And I like who they got as Freddy Krueger.
They did do a good job picking James Earl Haley.
Yes.
Who else would play? Who else plays? Who else could play Freddy better than James Earl Haley?
I don't know anybody else who could. Not today, at least. But who knows? Maybe Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson playing Freddy would be perfect. Child molester playing a child molester.
Pretty much.
What do you think about the more into the whole child molestation storyline?
I don't know. I think they just want to, like Hollywood does, they just want to throw a better...
I mean, in the first one, it was more of subtext. It wasn't actually thrown out there in your face, saying, hey, I molested children. This time, it was actually there in your face, not subtext.
I think people want to see the whole, what happened to Freddy story. They want to know how it happened. Why did they do it? Was he guilty?
Well,
I think
he
in this one we do find that.
well guilty.
Except for they never had no proof. Not till the end, when the kids found the proof.
He's just there to get vengeance. Although I do like how they kept a pretty similar ending with the mom getting sucked through the door.
Yeah.
Except she got sucked through a mirror in the new one. Yeah, this new one was a mirror.
I like that. And I know that they're scheduled to shoot like 2 more of these movies. At least that's what James L. Hurley is scheduled for. So
I hope they don't make the second one as gay as the original.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Let's just face it, people. Everybody wants to see a sequel, but we all know how sequels turn out. Worse.
I don't know. What'd you think about the Rob Zombie's Halloween sequel?
I did not even like the first Rob Zombie Halloween. So I didn't even bother watching the second. Sorry, they try to justify why he's such a bad guy. That's retarded. I'm sorry.
Dude.
It's true. Can we talk about Friday the 13th? Let me throw this out here.
Oh.
Anybody here seen the original? Let me throw this out here. In the original, it's his mother. That seems convincing and scary and all that, right? And here, it's just Jason and... I mean, come on. You gotta think of something more original. Everybody knows how unrealistic these are. The least they can do is try to make them more realistic. That's what makes it scary.
You know what? The Nightmare on Elm, or the Friday the 13th remake sucked, first off. Why the fuck would you have a killer that runs? That's not scary. That's just saying, hey, somebody's running after you. Now, Scream did a good job with that.
Yeah, but
Scream was a whole other kind of killer. That was just a dude in a mask.
Yeah, well, Scream is a parody of any scary movie. That was the whole point. Oh, same guy who created Nightmare on Elm Street created Scream. How
yes,
about
he
that?
did. Wes Craven. And Wes Craven does have a brilliant mind for making movies. And Scream was a great movie.
I thought it was. They're coming out with Scream 4.
Oh, I know. I heard about that. What do you think about that? I haven't seen any previews for it yet.
Scream 4.
I mean, all I've seen is the posters with the mask, and that was...
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't give a shit. I'm tired of seeing sequels upon sequels of movies that we know how are gonna end.
I mean, then again, it's gonna be an anthology from here on. So, it's no longer just a trilogy. Which means they gotta do a whole new way of killing this guy. Which means he has to be a full-on disintegration going on.
When he killed Jamie Kennedy, that was that. I was like, I'm done with this series. He was the only reason anybody watched the damn movie. We all know how it was going to end, but we had the guy there that was like us, knew what was going to happen next. Then they killed him.
Well, they killed him because he lost his virginity. If you pay attention to any of those horror movies, it's always the virgins that survive.
Yeah, well, that's another reason I like the new Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, fucking, that's good. You wasn't sure who was going to die or for what reason they were going to die.
This is true.
Except for the one, you know that they were making love, and then she dies later. And then he dies later in jail, but, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That was going to happen.
That's right, he was hitting that shit.
So.
Can I say shit on YouTube? Yeah, I can. Alright.
That's all I got for the movie.
Yeah, that's about all I got as well. Till next time, folks, this is Vex.
This is Mapp.
Signing out.